So weird. Oh, go live. That's why. Okay, hold on. Hello. Hi, everybody. Oh my goodness. Are we live? Are we live, everybody? Can everybody hear me and see me? Hi. Can everybody hear me and see me? Hey, everybody. Oh, it's so good to see you guys. Oh, I'm seeing everybody here. Hi. Oh, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good evening. It's so good to see everybody. Oh my God, from all over the world. Oh, it's amazing to see you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome to this live. Let me know where you guys are all from. I can already see in the comments that we're literally all over the world. How's the sound? Am I sounding good here? Yeah, am I sounding good?
I need to wait 10 seconds.
My producer says there is a 10-second delay, so I'm just going to keep talking and hopefully everything is good and you all can hear me and can see me well. Good afternoon, everybody. It's good to see everybody. It's so wonderful to connect with you all. Oh, I was doing a little bit of a cleansing of the space before you all came in and just connecting to the energies and just really, creating a place of a lot of calm energy. We're good? Okay, good. My producer says sound is good, all is good. I was creating kind of a space and just really this beautiful nurturing container for our live today, so for us to all be here. Welcome everybody that's joining. I can see that everybody's from all over the world. I'm looking here at the comments and you guys are literally from everywhere, and I love that so much. There are people here from India, from way over across the world. So I know that you guys are watching us. I don't know even what time it is in India, but I think it's late. And Australia, everyone. Like in Australia and over in the East, I know that the hours are later. So thank you so much for being here. To everyone from all over the world. I just saw someone from Iran. Oh, it's amazing. South Africa. We're literally all over the place, and I just love it. I love it when we come together and create these beautiful, beautiful container of healing. So much healing. And the world needs a lot of healing right now. It's a little bit of a mess out there. So I know that it's not easy sometimes to be on planet Earth right now. So thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Thank you so much for the people who signed up and asked questions. I have some questions. I have one computer here that has the questions that I picked for today. And there was some beautiful, lots and lots of questions. So a lot of people submitted questions, but I picked the questions that were closest, that the most people asked. So there's a repetition of questions, which means that a lot of you all here in this live today, you're feeling a lot of the same symptoms. And sometimes we think we're alone in life, but we are really not alone. There are so many people going through the same challenges and the same things that we're feeling. So I hope that this live helps you today to really know that you are not alone. You're never alone in your journey. And that there are a lot of people out there that can support and that can assist you, just like we're doing today in this live. So I'm just going to wait a couple more minutes for, for more stragglers that want to come in before I officially start this live today. Let's just continue welcoming people and giving you a little bit of an overview of what I'm going to talk about today, what we're going to do in this live. I'm hoping it'll be about an hour, but usually our live activations are a little bit longer than an hour. But I'm aiming for around an hour 10 minutes maybe. And we're going to We're going to go through different phases in this live. First, we're going to talk a little bit. I have a cheat sheet right here close to me. First, we're going to talk about a little bit of an energy update. What's been going on energetically, the energy underpinnings of what's happening right now around planet Earth, and that'll kind of help you understand maybe what you're feeling. Then we're going to go into a live Q&A. So for those of you that that signed up for this live, you submitted questions. There was a question form. You submitted questions, and I picked kind of the top questions that I thought were more pertinent for the rest of the group of the hundreds of people submitted questions. So I picked some questions. So we're going to be doing a live Q&A, and I hope that the people that submitted questions, I hope you all are here today because I'm going to call out your name. So hopefully you can, the comments are moving really quickly, but I'm hoping that the people who submitted questions that were picked today are present today in the live. That would be amazing. Then after the live Q&A, I'm going to officially open the doors to our community, Heart Alchemy. The doors have been closed for a while. They are opening today, and they're going to stay open until February 6th. So I'm going to just talk to you a tiny bit about Heart Alchemy and see if you guys want to join us. And right after that, we're going to go into our live activation. I still haven't felt completely. I'm waiting for the guides to come in and maybe tap into your energy. And I don't know exactly what the live activation is going to be. That usually happens. So I'll wait for the guides to come in and just really let me know what that live activation is going to be about, the energies that are coming through for each and every one of us on this live today. All right, so welcome again, everybody. And let's get into the first part, which is a little bit of an energy update. And I want to see in the comments, I know the comments are moving very quickly, but I want to see in the comments, I want to see if I could get kind of a glimpse of how you guys are feeling. All right. So there's a lag in the live, so it might take me a little bit. There's about a 10-second lag. I don't know if you guys know this about YouTube lives, but there's usually about a 10-second lag from what I'm seeing in studio to the moment that it reaches you on camera, that it reaches your cell phone or wherever you're watching this. So I'm going to wait and see the comments that you give me around how you're feeling. Okay, so tell me what you're feeling, what's going on inside, because I've been tapping into the energies, and I have a pretty good feeling of how this group is feeling, but also, what's going on in the world too. So I'm already seeing some comments coming in. So a lot of anxiety. So I'm seeing a lot of words repeated: overwhelmed, anxious, lonely, on edge. So there's a lot of different symptoms of anxiety, whether you're feeling on edge, restless. The word chaotic is coming through a lot. So I don't know if you guys can see if you guys are accompanying the comment section of this live, but it's good for you to, as you're watching me, maybe check out the comment thread. There's a lot of people feeling stressed, a lot of anxiety. Some people saying they feel lost in their mission. That was actually something really common in the questions today, where people saying, I thought there was a whole purpose to my life, and then suddenly it feels like I don't have a path. I don't know what the next step is. That was very common in the questions submitted. Some people here, and I love that, because some people are exhausted, maybe drained, maybe like really anxious, maybe even just sad at like the state of the world and the things that are going on in the world. But then at the same time, there's some people, or even within you, this could be happening. I actually want to take a poll of this. Who feels like they have this polarized energy inside of them, where one minute they feel drained and tired and maybe even depressed or anxious, and then the other minute they also feel excited, like excited about life, excited about where the world is going, even though we're going through some difficult things right now? Who's feeling this? Who's kind of feeling this polarization of energy, or these two things that are happening inside of them? Okay, so some people are saying yes, all of them. So a lot of you are feeling this. A lot of you are feeling, and this is perfectly normal. And this is actually one of the big things that are coming in. I'm getting a little bit buzz in my ear about this. Okay, so I'm going to talk about this a little bit more. This is very common, and this is happening a lot right now. This is happening so much right now. Like we have a lot of violence going on around the world. There's just so much tension around the world. And so those of us that are empaths, those of us that are are spiritually awakened, we are clearly feeling those energies. We are clearly feeling the suffering. We are clearly feeling the violence and wars and all of these things happening. And we really feel that in our systems, and we feel sad and we feel powerless sometimes to just, we don't know what to do to help. But then on the other hand, also within us, we can have that simultaneous feeling of excitement, of maybe things that are happening in our lives, doors that are opening for us, or just a general sense of excitement, wanting to know what's coming next, like how is our life unfolding? All right. So that's also really common happening right now. And it's perfectly okay if this is happening to you. As a spiritually mature being, you can hold both of these states inside of you. Your heart has this huge, huge capacity to hold inside of you multiple states emotionally and spiritually. You can hold those two states. You don't have to be polarized into just one or the other. That extreme polarization is happening a lot. That's probably the biggest energy update we have right now, is the extreme polarization. Extreme polarization. It's so big. And it's an extreme polarization that's happening in the world, but also a reflection of the polarization inside of us. So we're seeing a lot of that now and across the world in multiple situations. Like you're either pro something or you're anti something, pro something or anti something. You're either for this or you're against it. And people are missing the fact that it doesn't have to be pro or anti. You don't have to be pro or anti anything. You can learn how to navigate the nuance and the gray, and learning how to hold an energy of, I call it an energy of reconciliation. This word is coming through a lot lately, for us to be spiritual reconciliators. Okay. Spiritual reconciliators are people that can hear this side, can hear that side, can take that into their hearts, can think about it, can ponder about it, can have empathy for all sides, can have empathy for all situations, and they can hold that inside of them instead of polarizing to one side or the other. Okay. And that's happening in terms of geopolitics. It's happening in terms of wars. It's happening in terms of internal politics. This polarization is enormous, and people who are spiritually awakened are really having to do a really big job of holding themselves in this kind of bridging energy where, oh, I'm looking over here and I could see what this person is talking about, and I may agree with them or disagree with them on that, but I can hear them and I can understand where they're coming from. Oh, and look, this person over here has a completely different perspective on the world, and I'm listening to them, and I agree with that or I disagree with that, but I'm still listening and I'm still taking in their perspective, and now I'm going to combine all of them to understand everything inside of me. This is an energy that's it's difficult to come by right now. Okay, so I don't know if any of you have experience with coming face to face with a person who can hold this kind of really high, mature energy where you can talk to them about this issue or that issue, and they're not polarized. They're listening to you. They can hear you. They are open. They are balanced. They are very mature in their energy. They're not falling into the trap of polarization, and that's hard. That's really hard for a lot of us. So if you are falling into the trap of polarization, of feeling like you have to be this or that, there's no this and that. That's what we want to go more for, is this and that. That's what reconciliation means. And this is a really, really hard energy right now. And I have a lot of compassion for everyone who's out there who's trying to hold this energy of, I'm going to be a reconciliator. I am here to understand, to feel, and to hold compassion, and to understand this view and that view and that view, and be able to reconcile all of them. For those of you trying to hold that balanced approach, that very grounded, mature approach, kudos to you, because it is not easy right now. Okay, so thank you so much for all of you doing that work. And it's hard. It is so hard. I can see some of you here in the comments. I can see you saying how hard this is. It is absolutely, absolutely hard, you know. And for those of us, you know, I can give you a little bit of an insight. I don't know how many of you here have, you know, large social media followings or have a business where you're facing the public, outwardly facing. So if you are, give me a little bit of a shout out here so you can tap into this energy too. But all of us that are kind of outwardly facing, where we're public facing, we're really feeling that polarization on our skin. And I could speak for myself too. Sometimes it's hard for me to even be on social media and engage with people on social media because the polarization is so extreme that it's almost impossible to be on social media really and not have your energy rattled. Because you say something and then one person's going to agree and then the other person's going to call you the devil or the antichrist. I mean, just so many things are happening that it's hard for anyone that's public facing right now. We're feeling those intense polarizations a lot. So even if you aren't public facing, even if you have, you know, don't have a YouTube following or a social media following, I'm sure that you've also come face to face with this extreme polarization lately, whether it's just you know, going out to your work or just being stuck in a traffic jam and everybody's so upset and everybody's so angry. That extreme polarization is so heightened right now. So heightened right now. So I'm sending you lots of love, and I feel like the energy that's coming in, we're going to be doing a little bit of an activation on that today. We're probably going to be focusing the activation a little bit on just really, really to the source, to energy, to our angels, to the highest possible beings of light that help this planet. May all of the people on this live today be imbued with a very strong, powerful, grounded, balanced energy where we do not go into extreme polarizations, where we know that it could be this and that versus this or that, okay? May that be imbued in all of us today in this live, because that's definitely has not been easy, all right? So, for those of you that are feeling tired, exhausted, that is absolutely perfectly in alignment. I don't know if you guys saw the first video that I did this year. It's on the energies of 2024. And I talked a lot about in that video about the energy of this being a year of numerology, a year of 8. So this is it's a beautiful year of abundance, expansion. The number 8 is all about abundance, expansion, just growing, exploding out there, and just really, really having so much abundance called to you. But then in that same video, I also drew the tarot card, the devil. And the tarot card, the devil, means having to confront your shadows, having to confront the deepest darkness inside of you. Not darkness because it's evil, darkness just because it's the shadow aspect, things of you that you haven't seen, you haven't acknowledged, or you haven't worked with. It could be traumas, past stuff, it could be even past life stuff. That's also coming to the surface. So at the same time that 2024 is this beautiful energy of expansion and abundance, it's also a year where you have to confront those deepest demons, those deepest areas inside of you that have not been acknowledged or haven't been fully healed. This is happening at the same time in 2024. And so this is a big theme right now. So a lot of people that submitted questions, they're feeling this energy right now on their skin, okay? They're feeling it right now. And it's something that's going to continue throughout the year. There's a lot of, there's a lot of stuff going on around the world, and those things may be intensifying in 2024. And so we have to understand within us how we're going to be able to hold our energy, knowing that this is a year of 8, but also a year where that devil influence. And I sometimes I don't even like to say the word devil card, because people who have religious programming get confused when I say the devil card. So the devil card in tarot mythology just means that the devil energy is all of the unconscious parts of you. The unconscious parts of you, the parts of you that are not seen, the parts of you that are not acknowledged, the parts of you that you are ashamed of, that you don't want to work through, or the parts of you that are hidden because there's a lot of trauma in there. All right. So that's all coming up. Okay. And this is happening very intensely right now, all right? And I can see from the comments that there are a lot of people that are feeling this right now, a lot of people. Another thing that I had in the questions that a lot of people are feeling is physical symptoms. So drop here in the comments if you're one of those people, if you're feeling physical symptoms right now during this intense energy. What physical symptoms are you having? I want to see a little bit, kind of. I want to see some of the symptoms going on to see, so you can see how much we actually have in common. Okay, so for me, for example, I've been feeling like I've been having a lot of symptoms at the level of rewiring my brain. This happens to me every once in a while, and when I go into these kind of mental plane, the mental plane of your aura, when I go into mental plane upgrades. It looks like it feels like I have dementia or something. Like I'll forget what I did yesterday. I'll forget what I did 5 minutes ago. And it's like, where is my brain? What is going on with me? So that's been happening to me a lot. I've been having some mental upgrade symptoms that have a lot to do, distracted. I already have ADHD, but my ADHD has been on fire since the start of the year. So for some of you, I'm seeing a lot of, so people are reporting some weight gain or water retention, headaches, all kinds of different. The interesting, like a lot of you are actually in the same in the same bucket here as me, feeling head issues. So at the level of the mental plane, at the level of the brain. So we've got a lot of headaches, brain fogs, forgetfulness. See, I'm not alone. I'm not alone. A lot of aches and pains. Okay. This is really, really common. It's very common to have physical symptoms in moments of ascension, and we are going through moments of extreme ascension on this planet. The energy is changing so rapidly, and it's hard sometimes for the physical avatar to accompany the movements of energy. All right, now this isn't to say that all of your physical symptoms are spiritual, okay? So I always leave this little disclaimer whenever I talk about physical symptoms, okay? The disclaimer is some of these physical symptoms, a lot of these physical symptoms can have to do with the ascension process on the planet and these energies changing inside of you. But it doesn't hurt for you to please go to a doctor and get yourself checked out if you feel like it's more than spiritual symptoms, okay? There's nothing wrong with going to a doctor, checking out your physical symptoms and just ruling out anything, anything that might not be spiritual, that may actually be physical going on, okay? So, so that's kind of the overarching theme of what's happening around the planet, and this theme that my ears continue to ring with, this theme of learning how to be spiritual reconciliators, learning the very, very, very valuable skill of growing up spiritually, growing up emotionally, being in that mature place where I no longer allow myself to polarize. I'm not pro this or anti this. I understand this and I understand that, and I understand that life is so much more complex than just black or white, up or down. I understand that because I'm spiritually and emotionally mature to understand that often life is lived in the gray, and I'm going to learn how to live in the gray. I'm going to learn how to participate in adult discourse, mature discourse, where I can disagree with someone, but I could still listen to them, and I can tell them what my opinion is, and they can listen to me. This is constructive communication, and it's sorely lacking in the world right now. It's sorely lacking. So only the people who are more spiritually evolved and more emotionally evolved can hold this energy right now of reconciliation, because I feel like the rest of the world is just polarized everywhere. Okay. Some of you are saying, yeah, there's a lot of tension. Yes, extreme polarization of energy creates a tremendous amount of tension, because extreme polarization is not natural. It's not natural. It's not natural in a human being. Extreme polarization means that I am fragmented. I'm fragmented in some place. And so when I fragment, I stop being able to listen to other people. I start name calling. I start attacking. That is such a painful energy to be in. Oh my God, that is so painful because your heart is completely shut down when you're in this energy, completely. And so we're learning to open our hearts as spiritually evolved beings. We're learning to open our hearts. As soon as you open your heart is so mature, it can hold more than one truth at the same time, more than one perspective at the same time, without name calling, without attacking, without canceling someone. Like that's what spiritually mature people do. So hopefully we're going to get an upgrade on how to hold that reconciliation energy within us. Okay. So that was the energy update for today. And now I wanted to go into the live Q&A. I've got some cool questions today, amazing questions submitted from you. So the first one is Amy Bratton. I don't know if Amy Bratton or Brayton is here. Hopefully I'm not butchering your name, but Amy, if you're here, welcome to this live. Thank you for submitting your question. And Amy says, what is your advice for staying in my ascension process even when the energies around me are so dense and chaotic? I understand energetic boundaries, but sometimes I struggle with the thought that I'm spiritually bypassing all that is happening around me. Thank you for your wisdom. All right, show of hands, who can feel what Amy's talking about? So she's saying, how can I stay in this ascension process even when the energies around me are chaotic? Am I bypassing? Am I bypassing by staying in my power and staying in my ascension process? Is that bypassing? I love this question, Amy. And no, it's not bypassing. It is not bypassing. Sometimes it can be bypassing. So sometimes if you're looking to the side and someone's in a pain and someone's suffering and you just look away and you continue to do, that can be bypassing. But it can only be bypassing in the sense that you are not wanting to do the work within you, right? So the moment that you decide consciously or unconsciously that you don't want to do the work, that you're not ready to heal, that you're not ready to go deeper, then yes, I would consider that bypassing. But even for you to submit this question, and who can kind of identify with what Amy is saying here, I got a lot of hands showing on this one, right? If you are only bypassing if you are unwilling to go deeper. Okay, so this is for everyone who is questioning, like, am I bypassing? Am I doing a little tricky bypassing thing? Ask yourself, am I unwilling to go deeper on a topic? Am I unwilling, or am I not ready? Do I not feel ready? And if the answer is no, I'm perfectly ready, I'm ready for everything, you're not bypassing, okay? But it is hard sometimes. It is absolutely, absolutely hard sometimes to stay in my power and stay in my ascension process and stay in my energy and stay connected to my source and my angels and my guides and my soul and my higher self, while it feels like the world around me is in complete and utter chaos, while there's a lot of suffering, while there are wars, while there's violence, while there's political turmoil everywhere. Like, it's insane, right? It can feel insane. But this is a really, really important moment for us, because the people that can hold in their power, the people that do not allow their energy to be swayed by all this polarization, by all of the chaos, those are the people that are anchoring in higher codes of light that are coming onto this planet. Guess what? Through us. They are coming onto this planet through us. They're not coming onto the planet through the person that's bombing someone else. It's not coming onto the planet through the people that are killing other people out there. It's not, light can't come through that. Light is coming through us, through you and I, who are on this planet right now, and we are holding our energy. We are committing to holding this bridge between source energy and this planet, and we are holding ourselves to that. We are holding ourselves to that. So I commend everyone who's doing that. Amy, you're not bypassing. You are not bypassing. I can witness the suffering around me. I can witness what's going on around the world, and I can hold a lot of compassion in my heart for the world, but I can also then walk my walk and hold my energy in the highest light possible. These two things are possible. These two things need to exist at the same time, okay? So thank you, Amy, so much. Judy Scaife, are you here? Hopefully Judy's here. If you are, hey Judy, thank you so much for submitting your question. And I want to see how many people identify with this question because this was common too. So Judy says, after 4+ years of my journey at doing well until December, now I have so much anger, frustration, sadness, and suicidal feelings the last 2 months. Why would this be happening now? And how do I get through this? Okay, who identifies? Show of hands here in the comments. Who identifies with, oh my God, I've been doing so well. I've been doing, I've been evolving spiritually. I've been evolving emotionally. I've been going through all of this evolution. And then it feels like I hit a wall. I've hit a wall, and now I feel anger and frustration and even suicidal ideation or these darker thoughts, right? A lot of hands showing in this one, a lot of hands. Judy, this has a lot to do with the energy of the year, okay? So Judy and everyone who identifies with this, please go see the first video that I put out this year on the energy of 2024. Please go see it. It's so crucial that you go see it because what Judy is talking about here is literally what I talked about in that video. And that is, I'm going along and I'm evolving and I'm doing my thing, but then suddenly all of this anger comes up, all of this, what's going on? What is happening here? That is the devil energy that I talked about in that video. And again, the devil energy is just stuff that's coming up. It was in there. It was in there, Judy, and everyone who identifies with this, that anger, that frustration, it was in there. It was in there and it's coming up. It's coming up to be healed, to be seen, to be witnessed, to be held. Okay, that's the energy that's coming through a lot, Judy, for you and for everyone who identifies with this question. Okay. The anger, the frustration, none of this is, there's nothing wrong with this. These are just heavier, denser emotions, but they are emotions that need to be seen, witnessed, they need to be processed, they need to be allowed to exist and held with a lot of love, okay? So Judy, it does not mean that you're going back, okay? So I want to see a show of hands here. Who feels like when they go through these phases that they're doing really well and then suddenly what happened? Now I'm really angry. Now I'm really pissed off. Who starts judging themselves saying that they've gone backwards in their development? Okay. Because I work with a lot of clients and a lot of people have this self-judgment that when they start to feel these heavier emotions, when they start to work with their shadow and when these things start to come up, they think that they have actually gone backwards in their evolution. And I want to see so many, so many hands, right? This is not true. This is not true. You cannot go back in your evolution, okay? So I hope that this reassures people. You can never go back in your evolution. There's no backwards, right? Evolution means I expand, right? I expand, I expand, I expand. So if yesterday I was this big and today I'm this big, there's no way that I could ever go back to that smallness again. I can't. There's no way. So you don't have to ever worry about going backwards in your evolution. Please don't worry about that. You never have to worry about going backwards in your evolution. That never happens, okay? What is happening, though, is that you are a human being. You are a complex human being that has a lot of layers to you. You have a lot of layers, like the layers of an onion. You peel a layer off, there's another one. You peel a layer off, there's another one. And you keep going deeper and deeper and deeper. Or another image that's coming through is those Russian dolls. You know those Russian dolls that are stacked on top of each other and you take a doll off and there's a smaller one inside and then they're nesting dolls, I think, right? That's what they're called, the Russian nesting dolls. That's an image that's coming through right now. That's you. That's literally you. You take a piece of you off and there's another one and then another one and then you take another one and then there's another one. And these layers of you, they keep coexisting and you keep going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper until eventually you reach the core of who you are. Can you reach the core of who you are in a lifetime? I don't know. But the point is, us as human beings, we're tremendously complex and we will always go through these ebbs and flows of excitement and positivity and amazing things. And then, ooh, there I go, down into the pits of my shadow. I'm going to be confronting some things or some really difficult emotions are coming up, okay? So, Judy, you're doing fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you in feeling anger or frustration. Suicidal ideation is actually quite common during a spiritual awakening. It's especially very common when I'm going deeper into shadow work or when I'm called to go deeper into work. So, Judy, maybe go deeper. Where's the frustration coming from? Where's the anger coming from? What is surfacing that maybe has not been addressed yet? For all of you that are identifying this question, go deeper. What are you not working with? What are you not seeing? What is coming up that maybe needs to be witnessed and held with so much love? Okay. One last thing I want to leave here for Judy is that, and this is for all of you right now, in these moments of chaos, and I want to see a show of hands of anybody who identifies with this, but in these times of great chaos on the planet, whenever there's chaos happening, there's always a little bit of interference or manipulation from the shadow realms, okay? This is just the nature of existence, okay? It's not about a devil, it's not about no religious templating, but the universe exists. There are beings of different light beings and dark beings, and light beings and dark beings. There are light beings and shadow beings. And that's just the nature of existence, nothing for you to ever be afraid of. As the world is evolving, all of this chaos is happening temporarily. The shadow realms love to thrive in chaos. For those of us that are empaths and sensitives, when we start to feel those kind of more denser energies come up, shadow interference is very common in these moments in our lives. Okay, so who feels like they know what shadow interference feels like? They have had shadow interference in their lives, and they know what it feels like. It's just one of the pieces of the game down here. It's just one of the pieces of the game down here. It's never anything for you to be afraid of. But for you, Judy, and for everyone who identifies with Judy's question, do a clearing on yourself. You do a clearing on yourself. You do a clearing on yourself every day if you have to. You do a clearing on yourself and you say, I revoke permission for shadow interference in my life. Okay? If you have something to write down, write this mantra down. I revoke permission for shadow interference in my life. I revoke this permission in all directions of time. I remove shadow interference right now in all directions of time, in all of my spaces, in all of my energy fields. I no longer accept this interference. I send this shadow energy back to God with love. Okay. Another one that I love to say is I just open a light portal. We're going to be doing some of that today. I open a light portal and I send any and all shadow energy through that portal back to God for recycling. I love to call it recycling because that's what it is. It is literally recycling in the sense that this shadow energy, this darker energy, the only thing that it needs is it needs to be sent back to God for love. It needs to receive love because it is in so much darkness, it's in so much pain, it's in so much suffering that all it knows is to manipulate and to stay stuck in fear and dense emotions. It doesn't know love. And so the most beautiful thing that we can do to rid this planet of the shadow interference that has been manipulating this planet for eons of time is you literally send this shadow energy back to God or back to the universe for recycling or for receiving love. Okay? And so this is something that I do every day. Those of us who are strong light workers who know that our mission here is to help bring more light, we are going to be messed with more. Okay? Does everybody know that? Does everybody, is what I'm saying new to you, or does everybody know what I'm going to say it again? Everyone who's on this call today, you are on this live right now, you're watching me, you took the time to watch me, you are a light worker. Okay? So of the almost 3,100 people that are on this call right now, how many of you know that as a light worker, it is your role to help bring more light onto the planet? And if you know that, do you also know that as a light worker, you are specifically targeted by shadow energies? Who knows that? All right, I'm glad. Look, a lot of people know that. Yay! It's just the game, ladies and gentlemen. It's the game. It is the game. There's no need to feel fear. No fear. There's no fear. There's just literally no fear. It's just something that you know. You are a light worker. You are here to bring more light. So if you are here to bring more light, the realms that don't want light here are going to mess with you. They're going to try. They are going to try, but you don't need to feel fear. You just say, oh, I feel really sad for you. You're trying to mess with me. It's not going to work. I open a light portal and I send this energy back to God for recycling. I love you, but I do not want you in my presence. Has anyone ever spoken to you all about how, have you ever heard someone speak to shadow with love? Because if you haven't, that's the next stage, okay? That is the next stage. We've been all at war down here. It's, oh my God, look at those demons. Oh my God, let me do an exorcism or let me whatever. The programming around the shadow realms is so severe that we do not even know what to do when in the presence of shadow energy. What my guides have always told me lovingly is that shadow is simply an energy that is so far removed from God that they have forgotten that they are also God, source, universe, light, and love. And so the best thing that you can do to help this planet transmute shadow energy is to love that energy and send it back home. Love that energy and send it back home to God, to the universe, to whatever. If you don't like to use the word God, I use the word God. But if you don't like to use it, you can just use whatever. Home, light, source, the Big Bang, the source of everything, the beautiful source of love. Send any and all shadow energy back to that source for recycling so that it may know itself, so that it may evolve in a different way beyond fear and beyond rage and beyond anger. Okay? So I hope that this helps, all right? So Judy and everyone, especially around the suicidal ideation, there may be a little bit of shadow tampering because shadow loves to tamper with your thoughts, to mess around with your thoughts. You clear your energy in all directions of time. I revoke permission for any shadow interference in my life, and I open a portal right now, and I send any and all shadow energies through that portal back to God to be recycled and infused with love so that that energy is no longer considered a shadow, okay? So I hope this helps, all right? Cool. Okay, so last one, Missy Jade, are you here? Last question I'm taking. Missy Jade, I loved this question. So Missy Jade said, how do light workers who are just beginning to come into their power and have been in isolation for a long time overcome the fear of connecting with others? I have been struggling to connect with anyone, and I am sure that so many beautiful souls are also experiencing this. Who feels kind of the same way as Missy? Who's been going through their work, their spiritual work, and that spiritual work kind of brought you into this hermit mode, or kind of this mode where you felt like you needed to be alone, and then suddenly now you're beginning to kind of, maybe your energy's starting to, maybe your energy's starting to reach out. Maybe while you were doing your spiritual work, you're in this hermit mode, and now your energy, like your hand's starting to go out, reaching out, reaching out. But at the same time, there's a fear of connecting. There's a fear of connecting. And Missy Jade, I don't know if you're here, but I would, the next question that I would go into is, maybe this may be a journaling question, because the next question I would have for you is, what's the fear? Like, okay, you were in hermit mode for a while. You were doing your, you're saying you're beginning to come into your power, and you've been a little bit in isolation, but what's the fear of starting to connect with other people now? That's a journal question. That would be a follow-up question that I would love to ask you, is what's the fear? Just because I spend a lot of time alone doesn't mean that I have to be afraid then of connecting with other people when the time is right. Okay. And a lot of times I'm asking this question, but a lot of times we have fears of, who identifies with this, with feeling a fear of connecting with others. Okay. Ooh, I just saw a comment come in here. I love the comment that came here. So fear of disappointment. You may be on it. Whoever said that, I didn't catch your name. There's a fear of disappointment. Jason Smith says there's maybe a fear of judgment. I love what you guys are saying. Yes. So what's the fear? Why am I afraid of connecting to other people? Well, I may be afraid of being disappointed. I may be afraid, some people are saying ridiculed, rejected, judged, all of these things, okay? Now, this is still, if this is true, and if these fears are still existing inside of you, then you are not fully in your power yet. You're not fully in your power yet. And especially that third chakra, the solar plexus, being in my power, knowing my value, knowing my worth, knowing who I am, knowing that I am a child of God and that I will always be accepted by the right people. There's a saying, oh, I don't remember what spiritual teacher used to say this, but I love this. It's rejection is God's protection. I love that mantra so much because that is so absolutely true. It's I will never be rejected by the right people. And if I am rejected, then I know 100% that I'm being rejected because that person or those people are not right for me. So why would I even feel sad? Why would I even feel sad? It's almost like the universe is protecting me from connecting to people that are not right for me. So thank you, universe. I love you so much. I really appreciate you, for doing that. And so the more that I come into my power, the more that that third chakra is really, really powerful, the easier it is for me to connect with people because literally I'm connecting from them from a place of power, not from a place of powerlessness. Okay. If I'm trying to connect with someone through a place of powerlessness, that is very precarious. That's very precarious because I'm not in my power, so that other person may pull me, they may tug me, they may remove my power. So that is a precarious situation to be in. But if I'm in my power, I reach out, and if I connect with someone and I like it and it's a beautiful elevated connection, I could stay connected, or I could retract my hand and I could say, thank you so much for this short interaction that we just had, but your vibration is not the right for me. It's not the right thing for me. So I'm going to go in a different direction. You see, nothing dramatic happened. Nothing horrible happened. I tested the waters. I connected with someone and that connection didn't feel right for me. So I went in another direction. You see? This is what people who are in their power, this is how they connect with others. They don't connect with others with any fear of being rejected, any fear of being abandoned, because you never are abandoned. You are never alone. You are never, ever, ever alone. So you never need to have those fears, only if you're in a place of insecurity, okay? Only if you're in a place of insecurity. Ooh, I love it. But yeah, I saw a lot of you are really, really resonating with this energy of all of these questions. These questions were so beautiful today, the aspect of really kind of, me being in a great place and now suddenly I'm pissed off and I'm angry and I have these kind of weird thoughts. That's happening. Yes. A lot of people having physical symptoms, a lot of people coming into their power, but being still a little bit afraid of connecting to other people. This is all normal. And it's all just a beautiful part of your evolution. And I'm just so excited, just witnessing all of you and how you've evolved so much across the years that I've been doing this, right? So thank you so much to the people that submitted questions. I hope that this energy has helped and that the answers have helped you. And in our activation, we're also going to go in and we're going to clean some of the stuff that we were talking about right now. Okay, so that's going to be in our activation. But before we get into the activation, I just wanted to tell you guys that officially the doors are now open for Heart Alchemy. I'm opening those doors today. So everyone who's on this live, you're going to get first dibs to enter our enrollment doors. They're going to be closing on February 6th. And Heart Alchemy is just this amazing ecosystem that we've built that revolves around live coaching. So I do this live coaching inside of our Heart Alchemy community twice a month. We have live coaching calls with activations. So we're really held in this beautiful private community. We have live coaching. We have core curriculum inside of Heart Alchemy that includes over 80 video lessons, immersive video lessons that help you heal childhood trauma, past lives, learn how to work with your heart, with your mind, with your body. There's so much immersive content going on in there, and there's ongoing content that we release every month we have something new. We have practice videos, master classes, activations. There's so many things that are going on in Heart Alchemy, and it's all anchored with this beautiful community, some of which I bet there are community members from Heart Alchemy that are here today. And thank you to all of our Heart Alchemy students. If you are here, our Heart Alchemy members, it's amazing. It's been an incredible group, and I just love our private community so much. So if you feel like you are stuck right now, you are depressed, you don't know where to go, you're feeling like you have no purpose, you don't know what step to take next, or you're just going through a lot of challenges right now, you feel alone and you feel like you have no one around you that understands, consider joining us in Heart Alchemy. The enrollment doors close on February 6th. Click on the link below in the description box of this live. You're going to see there's a link. Click on it. Go check out the page. Read a little bit more about it. And if you feel that you resonate and you'd like to join our community, we'd love to welcome you before the enrollment doors close. All right. I love you guys. And who knows, maybe I'll see you guys in a live coaching call. Our next live coaching call inside of Heart Alchemy is on February 10th. So if you guys want to join in this enrollment window, click on the link below this video. In the description box of this video, you're going to see a link, and maybe I will see you guys inside of Heart Alchemy. I'd love to get to know you a little bit better. All right, so that was my little plug for our Heart Alchemy doors that are opening. And now I'm just going to give you a couple of minutes because we're going to get into the live activation. Show of hands, I want to get a show of hands of who has never done a live activation with me before. Bring your a show of hands. I want to see how many newbies we have here, because I know there are a lot of you that have been doing live activations with me since I started doing them. I think I started doing these live activations during the COVID lockdowns. I did a lot of them. So who has never done a YouTube live activation with me? Show of hands. Wow, quite a few of you. Yay! We have a lot of new people here today. Oh, that's so exciting. Welcome. Welcome to all the newbies who have never done a live activation with me. Okay, if you have never done a live activation, now is your time to get up, go get yourself a glass of water. I have some water right here. I'm going to sip it. Go get yourself a glass of water. Make yourself comfortable. Find a nice little place for you to sit down and think of the activation as if you're going to do a meditation. I don't call these meditations because, as you're going to see in a little bit, they are not like meditations. These activations are very, very powerful, and you're going to need water because water, these activations, there's a tremendous amount of energy that's channeled during these activations, and your body absolutely needs water. Water is a conductor of energy, and it's so helpful to have water. Okay, so if you don't have water with you, quickly get up, go grab a glass of water, and then come back to this. If you have headphones on, that would be amazing because it's more immersive. So if you get yourself some headphones, some earphones, make yourself comfortable, sit down in meditation position or in a chair, whatever feels comfortable. If you want to lie down, that's fine too. Just make sure that your spine is straight during this activation. All right. Let me just drink some water and let's get prepared and let's start to shift from the talking aspect of it to the feeling and the energy of it. All right. So start breathing with me. For those of you that are getting up and are grabbing some water, just start breathing with me and prepping yourself for this activation. I'm going to be opening the portals of this activation. And for those of you that are new, you don't have to be scared. You don't have to worry. It's just going to feel like a meditation to you. You're going to be guided by me. But the only difference is there's a lot of energy during these activations. So you may feel physical symptoms. And if you do, that's okay. All is good. So someone saying here in the comments, is coffee okay? Coffee is okay, but it's not a substitute for water. In fact, coffee could make it worse because coffee is a natural diuretic. It has caffeine. Anything that's caffeinated is a natural diuretic. It's going to make you pee more. And what you actually want is you want to hold some of that water. You don't want to release it too quickly. All right. So try not to drink anything that's diuretic, at least during this activation or immediately after it. All right. Ooh, okay. Let's start taking nice deep breaths. And at this moment, I know the chat is still going, but at this moment, I'm going to ask you to put your cell phone down or your desktop or your laptop, whatever you are watching me on. You're not going to need to watch me now. And I request that you please refrain from chatting. All right, so let's stop the typing, let's stop the chatting. We'll come back to chat when we're finished with the activation. But for now, let's stop the chatting and let's focus on our live activation. And taking nice, deep, deep, deep breaths and relaxing your body. Relaxing your body. Close your eyes. And you don't have to understand everything that I'm saying, so I'm going to be calling on some spirit beings that you may not know by name, and that's okay, just as long as you keep yourself open to receive the highest possible light. And don't worry if you can't visualize the things that I'm guiding you through. That's also okay. There are a lot of people that can't visualize, and there's no problem at all. You just put out the intention that you are open to receiving the beautiful energy that's coming through. Thank you so much to our beautiful spirit guides. Thank you so much to the guides that assist the 3,200 people on this call today from all over the world. Each one of us has a team of spirit guides that guide us. I call the spirit guides of each and every one of the 3,200 people on this call. May those beautiful guides of the light step forward now. Thank you. To all of us on this call, set the intention to open your energy. Open your energy. Make your energy bigger and bigger. So you can see your energy field glowing in the room that you're sitting in. But command that energy field to expand now. So it's going to explode all the way out of the room that you're in, and it's going to get really big. I request that my energy field increase in size now. As your energy field is getting bigger and bigger, set the intention to connect your energy with the 3,200 people all over the world that are doing this meditation with you today. Connect now. We are all now connected, forming a beautiful net of light. There's a beautiful, beautiful network of light from all of our connections. We are forming this beautiful, beautiful stream of light. And it's covering the entire world. I request that the spirit guides of each and every single person on this call today, I request these spirit guides now connect to each other to form another net of light. And they are now connecting. Take a nice deep breath and feel this beautiful energy pouring in of all of our guides connected to each other. And in this beautiful connection of light, I'm going to call forth now a beautiful, huge, huge portal of light. I request that a portal of light open above your head. Right above your head is going to be a huge portal of light above the heads of each and every person on this meditation right now. There's a portal of light above your head. Some of you may feel it and some of you may not, and that's okay if you don't feel it. Just intend to connect with this beautiful portal of light. This portal of light is now being programmed to bring in the highest possible light directly from source energy. So you're going to feel this huge, huge downpouring of light through this portal above your head and down, 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 down into your body. We program this light portal to bring in the highest possible light directly from source, in the highest possible concentration that your physical body can withstand. At the same time that this light is coming through, we also program this portal to repel any lower level energies, any shadow interference, any lower level energies that are attempting to interfere with your energy system. Those energies will be repelled, transmuted, and sent back to the light. This light portal is so powerful that the image that it's giving me is like it's blasting. So it's blasting energy down through your body, but it's also blasting energy outward from your body. So there is nothing that can mess with you in these energies. Nothing. This beautiful portal is just exploding light outwards. Any lower level energy that attempts to touch you now is immediately transmuted into light. Thank you so much for this beautiful clearing that we have had. Thank you so much to this beautiful portal. I request that this portal maintain the programming to stream down light of the highest order throughout the rest of this activation. Through this light portal, I am also requesting that through this light portal come any and all spirits of the highest possible light that may work with you. It may be a spirit guide of yours, it may be an angel, it may be a seraphim, it may be a high ascended master, or it just may be the energy of God or source directly. But we are requesting that any and all beautiful energy beings of the light that come to assist us are permitted to enter this portal now and come down into the physical space that you are meditating in to provide assistance in any way that you need. As we're doing this, take nice deep breaths, everybody. Nice deep breaths. We're working with extremely ascended light. Extremely ascended light, and I'm seeing that light very, very powerfully. It's not just coming from the portal, it's now radiating from your body outward, so you may be feeling physical sensations. The intensity of light is very, very big right now. I can see it radiating outwards in all directions from your body and from your aura. It's this blinding, blinding white light. I request that this light and the beautiful energy beings that are here, there's a specific energy being that's here. It's Archangel Shamuel. I'm seeing a lot of Archangel Shamuel energy. Any and all spirit beings that I call by name, these are not religious beings. These are non-denominational beings that assist us down here on earth. Nothing associated with religion. I can feel the energy of Archangel Shamuel. I can feel the energy of Kuan Yin. It's this beautiful, loving heart. So Shamuel is showing me a really big heart that's just pumping. Just this beautiful, beautiful heart. And that's the symbolism of unconditional love. It's a very gentle love. Kuan Yin is the symbol of gentle, gentle love. So from that portal, there is a lot of gentle love coming in. And this is to help us ease the intention that we set in the beginning of this live of helping us mature, helping us come into our full power, helping us come into our spiritual maturity where we become reconciliators, where we no longer allow ourselves to be polarized one way or the other. Thank you, Shamuel. Thank you, Kuan Yin. As they enter your space, there's a beautiful light, pink light that's coming through that portal. Let it shower over your energy system. Take a nice deep breath. Put both of your hands on your heart. Hold your hands up against your heart. And as that beautiful pink energy is coming from the portal down through your head, it's going to nest in your heart. It's going to activate your heart chambers. You have more than one heart. There are multiple chambers. Your heart is a very complex world. It has multiple chambers or multiple hearts. Allow that beautiful light to activate your heart into a higher timeline. Shamuel is requesting that you allow your heart to activate into a higher timeline. I'm going to repeat this again. He's asked me to repeat this, so I'm going to repeat it again so you receive these words. You can even repeat them out loud if you like. I allow my heart to activate into a higher timeline now. Nice deep breath. I'm going to repeat this again. I allow my heart to activate into a higher timeline now. I allow my heart to activate into a higher timeline now. I dissolve any and all duality, any and all polarity, any and all extreme polarizations inside of my heart, whether they are coming from me or whether I am absorbing this polarization from the outside world. I transmute this polarization inside of my heart so that everything is unconditional love. Nice deep breath. I transmute any and all polarization energies inside of my heart, and I transmute them into love. There are a lot of bright, beautiful, light, pink, angelic beings coming into this portal now. So through your portal, you have a lot of light beings coming in. Angelic beings of unconditional love, a lot of softness, so much softness, Kuan Yin energy, Archangel Shamuel energy. You can call out their names if you really want to connect to their energy. Don't be afraid of calling out their names. Archangel Shamuel is the archangel of the heart, archangel of unconditional love. Kuan Yin, beautiful, beautiful goddess of unconditional love, of gentleness. An archetypal energy of the East, this beautiful Kuan Yin. Ask for this energy to support you. And all of the angels of love that are pouring through, there's a lot of them pouring through your energy portal. And this beautiful light, soft pink, your body is glowing in this beautiful light, soft pink, and your heart is being upgraded. I'm going to repeat the words again. I'm being requested to repeat the words again so that this programming is effective. I request that my heart upgrade timeline, ascend timeline. I'm ascending my heart chambers into a higher timeline where I am more emotionally mature, where I no longer fall into polarization, where I can hold a vibration of unconditional love. I open my heart to mature into a higher timeline now. Thank you. Move your body just a little bit. Move your body just a little bit. You can put your hands on your heart and just feel how your heart feels. Just actually touch your heart. The energy coming through the portal is decreasing in intensity. Thank you. I request that the portal above your head starts slowing down the energy that's being poured. And as the portal is decreasing the intensity of energy that's coming into your body, I request that the 40 trillion cells that comprise your physical avatar, may those physical cells, those beautiful, beautiful sentient cells, they may close now. They may close and hold the light that they have received. Your beautiful physical avatar has been upgraded. Your beautiful physical avatar has been cleansed of lower level energies. Your beautiful physical avatar is ascending into a new timeline, higher timeline. All 40 trillion sentient cells, you may close your walls now. I request that your beautiful physical avatar hold this energy, make this transition without any problem, without any issues, with ease. I program your physical avatar to ascend and to accept these energies of higher light with ease. Thank you to the beautiful community of sentient cells that makes up this physical avatar that my soul lives in this lifetime. Thank you for your service. Thank you for helping my soul evolve. Thank you. Thank you to Archangel Shamuel today. Thank you to Kuan Yin's presence. Thank you to the beautiful presence of the angels of love with their light pink energy. As these beautiful beings are going back to the other side, I request that your portal slow down. I request that your portal slow down and it may close above your head. This activation portal has now been closed above your head. Your beautiful cells are vibrating with a more ascended energy. Your body is vibrating faster. Your heart is bigger and more open. Your heart is accessing a higher timeline. Thank you to the beautiful spirit guides that have anchored this activation. All of the spirit guides that have been holding hands and connecting to each other during this activation, you may now disconnect. And each of the 3,300 people doing this activation, you may now disconnect your energy from each other and retract your energy field back to its normal size. Once your energy field reaches its normal size back into the room or the space that you're meditating in, take a couple of deep breaths before opening your eyes. Nice deep breaths, and then slowly open your eyes. Oh, that was such a juicy activation. Welcome back, everybody. Oh, I love Archangel Shamuel. I love Kuan Yin. Oh, such a beautiful, 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 loving activation. How do you all feel? Drop a comment here. I want to see how you're feeling. Let me know how you're feeling. Some people are saying goosebumps. Tiana says, I love these live activations. I do too, Tiana. Oh, some people are feeling tingly. That's fine. I'm feeling a little bit tingly. And remember, I closed the portal, but me closing the portal is just a question of ceremony. If you want to keep that portal open for yourself, if you want to work with Archangel Shamuel, with Kuan Yin, if you don't even know who the heck Archangel Shamuel is, or who the heck Kuan Yin is, or the angels of unconditional love, look them up and maybe work with that energy. Keep the portal open. And for the rest of the day, you can call in Archangel Shamuel, you can call in this beautiful, loving energy, any energy that's around the heart chakra. This is a beautiful, beautiful energy that we were working with in this activation. This was a very soft activation, softer than a lot of the activations that we usually do. It was really intense. I'm feeling it still here at the top of my head. So there was a lot of energy coming through that portal. Who could feel the portal? So after this activation, leave a comment here on YouTube, or actually, DM me or drop a comment on my Instagram and let me know how you felt. What physical sensations did you feel during this live? Because the activation was softer today. There was a lot of unconditional love and a lot of working on the heart area. A lot of working on the heart area. So much heart work today. And we really do need a lot of heart work because, again, the world is so polarized. There's just so much chaos going on that we really need to kind of evolve this beautiful, beautiful heart. All right. So let me know in the comments here on YouTube, or go over to my Instagram and drop a comment or a DM. I want to hear how you did with this activation. I hope you enjoyed this activation. I love connecting with you guys. And if you want to join us, remember, Heart Alchemy is open. The enrollment doors for my beautiful immersive community and coaching program, it is open today. It's open until February 6th. If you want to continue doing these activations and this live coaching like we did today, I do it in the Heart Alchemy community twice a month, and there's a lot going on. So if you want to join me, click on the link below and join us. I hope to see you in Heart Alchemy. And for those of you that I won't see in Heart Alchemy, I also love you, and we'll stay connected in other ways. I hope you have enjoyed this live. I love you guys so much. I love to connect with you. Have a wonderful year. Continue to work with this beautiful, beautiful energy, whether it's today or as long as you want, to really up-level your heart, take your heart to a top-notch timeline so that you could learn to be a spiritual reconciliator, not a warrior, not anything like that. We're now moving into an age of being spiritual reconciliators, all right? And we can only do that with really evolved big heart chakras, all right? I love you guys. I will see you guys soon. Thank you so much for being here. I always love connecting with you. It's always amazing to connect with so many thousands of people all over the world. We really do change the world when we're doing these live activations together. I love you guys. Be well. Bye.